Good morning. What is up? Happy Saturday, everybody. This is Altitude Living, where Sean Murphy, I walk you through the latest, the greatest, the hottest, the sexiest homes to be hitting the Foothills market, just west of the greater Denver metro area. All the areas that you're probably interested. Within about an hour, we got Bailey, Blackhawk, Kittredge, Morrison, Idaho, Evergreen, Idaho Springs. Um, all that good stuff. And we're getting into the little bit slower time of the season. We're getting less homes hitting the market. This week we have 39 homes, and we go from the least expensive to the most expensive. We look, we gawk, we we question people's interior design decisions. But we're starting off with 20 Outlook Drive. You better have a positive outlook on remodeling with this one. uh, this is, oh, before I forget too, as you guys are jumping on, let me know who's on, where you guys are watching from, where you're tuning in from this week. But this is 20 Outlook Drive over in Golden. She rough. 2 bedroom, 0 bathroom, 1,238 square feet. Sitting on 7,198 foot lot, built in 1941. Okay, cabin, kind of like a 2-room cabin here. Actually, for the bottom of the price point this week, 1,200 square feet. That's not bad. Okay. All right, right along the road. Where are we, by the way? Right off of Coal Creek Canyon. There you go. So living that canyon life. That's the bottom of the list today. Gary Albright with Keller Williams is the listing agent. Asking price 165,000. Open house. You can go see this. Gosh, if I was an agent, I just wouldn't want to sit in this for 4 hours. Like, look at these supports. There's a tree. All right, next up, we are going over to Bailey. This is 5138 County Road 64. It's a lovely 0 bed. This might be a typo by the agent there. They say 0 beds, point 0.5 bathrooms, and 1,116 square feet. We will check it for ourselves because I don't trust those numbers. Sitting on a 6,970 square foot lot built in 1966. Looks like an old office or something. Cool. So you are down in Bailey, just across the creek there. Nice view. Yeah, this looks commercial, especially with all those. Are they selling this residential? I actually don't mind if they're selling this residential. I mean, nice open floor plan, right? The exterior could use a little bit of making it residential feeling, but I don't hate it. I mean, the lighting's got to go. All right. Well, they're saying it's residential. Um, okay, it says property has been used as commercial space, but could easily be converted back into a residence. You put one of those big garage doors on this thing, just open it up to the creek there. I think you got creek access. Maybe somebody's in between you there. Nah, I lied. Well, the creek is, I mean, you have access. It's right there. Well, there you have it. That is 5138 County Road 64, being brought to you by Joanne MacDougall of Jefferson Real Estate. Asking price 279,000. Next up, we're going over to Idaho Springs, 2433 Minor Street. This is Joshua Spinner's listing. This is a cute home. It looks like it's got might have secondary access here. Right on Minor Street. That is right where it's all happening too in Idaho Springs. Let's check out the location. Yeah, you are well, this is actually more by the grocery store and there's a dispensary over there and the post office and all that stuff. Because you will be going to the post office a lot because they do not deliver mail to your house in Idaho Springs. So you gotta skedaddle right over here to the post office. So not too far, but yeah, walkability over to the other part of Minor Street where you got the Tommy Knocker Brewery, you got Bojo's Pizza, you got Pickaxe Pizza, you got all kinds of good stuff. So 2433 Minor Street, I like it so far. 2 bedroom, 1 bath, 1,000 square feet. It's small, and that is probably the highway right behind the house. This is the type of neighborhood back in the 1920s, probably when this was built. They did not give a shit about putting the houses right next to each other. Built in 1885. I mean, this was one of the OG houses. Nice backyard. Okay, questionable paint decision. A little bit too red orange for me. All right. If you are wide or you are not sure-footed, this might not be the house for you. That is a narrow spiral staircase there. But hey, everybody lose 10 to 15 pounds once they move to Colorado, so that could be you too. Get those tips in a little bit. Cool. All right. It looks bigger than 1,000 square feet, though. Yeah, this looks bigger than 1,000. And that is the highway right behind you. So, eh, what are these little rooms back here? Not showing them. Okay. All right. All right. Interesting. Joshua Spinner is the listing agent with Clear Creek Realty Colorado LLC. Asking price is 400,000 even. 604 North Pine Drive. And what up, guys? I see a couple of you guys wiping the sleepies out of your eyes this morning and jumping on. Good morning. Let me know who's on here, who's watching with me. What do you guys got going on this weekend? 3 bedroom, 2 bathroom, 1,152 square feet. This is 604 North Pine, back in Bailey neighborhood. Sitting on 1.21 acres, built in 1977. Where are we? All right, so we are in. Is that the? I think the neighborhood is called. No, this is called Friendly Hills. I forget what this one is called. But you are not too far from the Loaf and Jug off of 285 there. Nice aspen trees. Plenty of cabinet space. Those counters are odd. Needs some color. Needs some color on the walls. Maybe a little backsplash. But it looks good. Looks like that wood is newer. Okay. Okay. Looks like a red light or something up top there. Interesting. Interesting. Oh, you got the double thing and the bench to sit after you've had a long night and just reconsider your life. Cool. Easy to maintain house, all single story living, easy in, easy out. There you go. Got an acre or so, under 500,000. This is Franz Christopher with Real Property Solutions listing. 490,000 is the asking price. 172 Rogers Road, 2 bedroom, 1 bathroom, 1,040 square feet, back in Bailey. This looks like Harris Park neighborhood. Uh, yeah, close to Harris Park for sure. So you're about 15 to 20 minutes back out to the Loaf and Jug over at 285 there. Built in 2004 on almost 1 acre, and you got a little bit of a view there. Well, no garage, but looks like there's room if you wanted to put one in. Cool. Nice big open floor plan there. Cool. Nice sized bedroom. All right, all right. It's a it's a fine home. An unfinished business downstairs. Cool. All right. All right. Yeah, you could definitely improve this property here. There you have it. You got parking up top for an RV or something like that. Room to put in a garage if you wanted. There you have it. That is 172 Rogers Road, being brought to you by Stephen Berg of 8Z. Asking price 500,000. Even 98 Martin Drive. This is a two-bedroom, one bathroom, 1,000 square footer. Built in 1972, sitting on point 0.9 acres over in Evergreen. Looks like Forest Estates. Am I right? Nope, I am not. Okay, so you're back up in Echo Hills, which if we want to play the game, let's see what's my elevation. I'm guessing you're up at 9,300 feet of elevation. So a little bit higher. It's going to be a little bit colder, a little bit longer up there. 98, 98, Martin. 9,100 feet of elevation. So you're about 15 minutes to get back down, maybe closer to 18 minutes to get back down to Bergen Park area on Highway 103 there. Nice exterior. Looks like it's been painted. Cool. All right. Storage for the toys. All kinds of wood. All right. All right. Looking good. There you have it. It's all the photos we have for this one. Kelsey Bunker is the listing agent with Keller Williams Advantage Realty, asking price 510,000. 27453 Arrowhead Lane. This is over in Conifer. We'll have lovely green 4 bedroom, 2 bathroom, 943 square feet. That's finished square feet. So it's actually 1,886 square feet on 1 acre. Uh, Built in 1971. Cool. So you are right behind Aspen Park area, right off of Barkley Road. Uh, Really easy access to the schools, to the shopping over in Conifer. So great location, and you got a nice private acre here with the solar, with the metal roof. Check, check. Fire mitigation looks great. Views, check. Nice, nice, affordable home here on the list. Great location, boiler heat, windows look updated. This one looks good. I got a client. I got to text this one too. Cool. I think it looks good. Hi, Stephanie. Good morning. Check out 27453 Arrowhead Lane and let me know. Boom. It's another benefit of me doing these videos with you guys. Yeah, I get the first access for my clients. Don Zalfa is listing this property with Coldwell Banker Realty, asking price 600,000. 136 Nebraska Lane over in Idaho Springs. This is up on the hill. So this is another fun one. Let's do what's my elevation. I'm gonna guess 10,200. It is higher back up in St. Mary's area. So the different spot than where we just were when we were in, was it not working? There we go. 10,400. You are high, man. You are high in elevation. 3 bedroom, 2 bathroom, 1,700 square feet, sitting on point 0.3 acres. You are, like I said, back up in there. Not a whole lot. This is definitely much easier to do in the summer. In the winter, back up on Nebraska. Uh, Not as much like Texas, Alice. These roads get plowed, but there aren't as many homes back up on Nebraska and Lincoln. So in the winter, you 100% four wheel drive territory. You're gonna want to have a truck with a plow, but you have a nice view. Home looks good. Love that tongue and groove. Looks good. Great summertime place. Oh, I like that paint too. I like that paint color. Cool. So there's the Mary's area there. All right, this one's looking good. It's looking clean. I mean, just that access in the winter is going to be tough on you, and then you're about uh no less than 20 minutes to get back down to I-70. Alicia Sexton with Remax is the listing agent. 605,000. 65 Silver Spring Road over in Bailey. This is a lovely 4 bedroom, 3 bathroom, 2,096 square footer, sitting on a 10,454 acre, or not acre, 10,454 square feet lot. Definitely a different size there. Built in 1991. Nice 2-car garage. Where are we? Cool. So we're just past Pine Junction here. Before you head down the hill, or just so technically, I mean, you're very very close to Pine here, but easy. Yeah, kind of a residential area over here. Lots of good sunshine. You get the aspen trees. Deck looks like you use a little bit of love. Cool. Cabinets could use some paint. Cool. Nice big primary. You use new vanity. Yeah, so this is when you can move in. The flooring looks good. You can move in right away and update the cabinets and the vanities as you go. Good space, not a bad location, usable acreage. Okay. What were those? Oh, that's a clothing thing. Thought those were coming out of the house. I'm like, that's weird. That's weird. Cool. All right, looking good. Being brought to you by Paul Church of Fathom Realty. Asking price 625,000. Hey, Christian! Finally, somebody chiming in today. Low viewers today. Thank you for saying what's up, Christian. No double oven. Those are typically slightly higher price points. How you doing down there in Texas, Christian? Anything fun and exciting going on? Next up is 176 Fawn Drive. It's a three bedroom, two bath, 2016 square footer, sitting on 0.94 acres, built in 1996. Back in Bailey. Where at though? Cool. So Berlin Ranchettes neighborhood. So coming back out up Roland Road, take you right out to the Loaf and Jug or Happy Camper Cannabis Man if you want to get that weed man. Nice metal roof, big, nice open floor plan. Digging it. That's a lovely room of death, as Ace Ventura would say. Two moose. Two moose. They were like, you were supposed to be looking out. The other one's like, you were going to be looking out. Cool. Nice big open kitchen. All right. I like this main level. It's kind of hard to not see the giant animals there. If that bothers you, we can get them removed. But those are the animals that you will have through this property. Cool. Who puts that's an odd vibe. Putting a dead animal in your little girl's room. It's a vibe, right? She is more precious than rubies. That's cute. Nice deck looks updated. Nice Trex deck. Cool. All right. This one's looking good. Oh yeah, let's get shredded. Okay, we got some Spartan races. We got some fitness competitions. Do not break into this house. That gal will beat your ass. Cool, looking good. Brought to you by Katie Spodyak of Remax Professionals. Asking price 625,000. 170 Blackbird Drive over in Bailey. 4 bedroom, 2.5 bathroom, 2,220 square feet. Sitting on 2.3 acres. Built in 1996. Nice flat usable land there. Nice paved driveway. Cool Berlin Ranchettes area again, not as far back. So easy access back out to 285. Uh, looks like a paved road out there. Nice deck. Deck looks good. Nice Trex material there too. Nice views. The house could use a little bit of paint, but it looks clean. Good bones. Got good bones on this house. Yeah. I don't love the color. I don't love the tile counters, but good bones. Good bones. Yeah, these flooring choices in the cabinet. Decisions were made that I don't agree with, but nice big rooms. Again, the bones, great bones. Okay. All right. All right. There we have it. A lot of beige in this house. That's a great landing pad there. You could have a little homestead out here too with the views. I dig it. Being brought to you by the Real Pro team of Real Pro real estate professionals. Asking prices 650,000. Going over to Indian Hills for 24057 Matterhorn Drive. Looking good. Nice big wraparound deck. Four bedroom, two bathroom, 1,900 square feet, sitting on 1.07 acres, built in 1984. Cool. Indian Hills is a good neighbor too. You will want some umbrellas on that porch because you're catching all the sun to the face. So you're almost to Kittredge, actually. So a nice in between point if you want to. You could do a bunch here. There's a lot of hiking around here. You could shoot over to Kittredge, get some, some small amenities, little convenience stores, some grocery stores, coffee shops. There's a good barbecue place over there. Or you swoop down to Evergreen, go in the other direction, will take you right out to 285. That's probably your most direct route back down to the Front Range, or hit Kerr Gulch, take you right over to I-70. So nice. I mean, you're in the middle of everything, but you're in the middle of everything. So choose your adventure, choose your direction. Yeah, this is the thing about Indian Hills. It's kind of more like meadowy feeling, and you get so much sunshine. So if sunshine is a must, Indian Hills is great. Oh, nice galley kitchen. There you have it. So you don't get a ton of like direct privacy, but you have passive privacy, I guess I'd call that, just a good distance. As for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. Cool. Looks clean. Looks good. Flat usable acreage over in Indian Hills. Being brought to you by Kevin Friedoff of Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. He is asking 675,000. New construction over in Blackhawk, 37 Forest Hill Road, three bedroom, two bathroom, 1,600 square feet, sitting on 1.2 acres, built in 2002. So newer construction. And I always say what I like about a house that's been alive or been, established for a few years. If they have had issues with any of the contractors, you could imagine that those have been taken care of already. So you get the benefits of a new house without having to like go back to the builder and be like catching things that they missed. Nice big deck, or I mean, a nice big garage. I mean, cool. I love the tongue and groove. Love the open floor plan. Nice high ceilings. Solid, solid. Cool. I dig it. Lots of sliders. Very inviting to the outdoor space you have there. Cool. Boiler heat looking good. I dig it. Mountain view. Solid. Could use a little bit of landscaping, but it's new. Cool. Dig it. Tony Thorpe with Crocker Realty is the listing agent. 750,000 is the asking price. Don't you worry, Christian. I'm gonna get you that double oven, Christian. We're gonna find one. 423 Gross Road. Ugh, gross. Three bedroom, two and a half bathroom, 1,680 square feet. House doesn't look gross. But the street is gross. 0.89 acres, built in 2017. So fairly new house here as well. Nice metal roof. Where are we with that lake? Where did I say we were? Bailey. Bailey with a lake like that. Let's look up 423 gross. 8,700. Okay, not bad. Where are we? Oh, we're back in this is Harris Park area? Interesting. Nice newer house back in there. Oh, that's the HOA's little uh on there. Look at the mountain views. Take this tree out. Sorry, buddy. You got to go. That is a beautiful view. Deck looks good. Again, the house is only 7, 8 years old. Cool. Get that mountain vibe there. Oh, I'm dog sitting today, and I hear the dog. He is here. He's gonna come down barking. Can you guys hear that? I can't grill burgers. Kevin says I can't grill burgers and look for a future Colorado house at the same time. I believe in you. I think you could do it. I mean, you don't need to give the burgers too much attention, anyways. You're grilling burgers this early? What's it, 9:30 there? Hi, Strider. All right, hold on. Let me let this dog outside. It's funny because my dog is such a chill. He's about to be 17 in November. He's such a chill dog, and then his buddy Strider is the opposite end of the spectrum. He's an Aussie Shepherd, and he is a fucking maniac. Nice views. Look at that view. That's that's awesome. We got some good views here. Some is that the garage? That's a big old garage. Two-car extendo. All right, looking good. Cooking early to avoid the ridiculous heat later. Well, we are cooling down out here. It's definitely get your layer gear going in Colorado. It's starting off most days are like 50 degrees, and up in the mountains we're getting up to like 70. The front range is still getting like 75 to 80, but it's definitely we're feeling the changes, and that's also what I love about Colorado is you feel every season. Taylor Carpenter with Compass is the listing agent over here. 750,000 is the asking price. Next up is 10649 Christopher Drive. They've been on the market less than a week. They've already done a 25K price drop. Let's look at this listing agent here. Look at that. Oh, I feel like that's a little bit AI edited there. But I hope I look like that when I get older with that salt and pepper hair. Doing great, great Dolby. Amazing hair. Uh 10649 Christopher Drive. This is a 3 bedroom, 2 bathroom, 2,140 square footer, sitting on 2 acres, built in 1983. Okay, so we are up higher elevation again. Let's play the game. Christopher Drive. I'm guessing 9,500. 9,100. All right, all right. Yeah, so you are up there. Nice big garage. Trees are already changing colors. Yeah, that higher elevation trees are changing colors earlier. And you're about 15 minutes to get back down the hill, down to 285. Okay, nice big open flow. Cool. All right. Looks good. Looks cute. Looks well maintained. Flat usable land. I like all the concrete pad there. It's going to hold up great. Easy to plow. All right. You are again higher elevation. They actually probably already got a little bit of snow up there with the rain that we had the past couple weeks. So this is being brought to you by Grant Dalby with the amazing hair. Dalby Haas is the listing brokerage. 765,000 is the asking price. 10 bits. Dude, Bailey's blowing up the list this week. 1046 Bits Street, 3 bedroom, 2 bathroom, 2,432 square feet, sitting on 3.42 acres, built in 1980. Cool. So you were back at the end there too, real close to the Staunton State Park, public land there. So super quiet. You're about 15 minutes to get back out to 285 there. Nice metal roof. You got the acreage looking good. Looks like it's got a horse pasture too on the property. Nice log cabiny feel. Paved driveway. A lot of pluses to this one. Oh, hi, Mindy. Oh, I get coffee benefits for dog babysitting. Good to see you. Yeah. It's okay. They're cool. They're cool. Yeah, thank you very much. Enjoy your trip. See ya. All right, real cabiny feel here. I like the wood burner. What you guys go to? Pecan oat milk cortado is what I do when I'm feeling freaking fancy. So I got the coffee. I'm double fisting coffee today. All right, that's a tight galley kitchen there. Okay, it's rustic. I like those green chairs. Those are cool. I feel like I saw this one on the market last year. Yeah, this was on the market last year. I went and toured this before. Cool. Get a little homestead back in Bailey. Being brought to you by Robert Martin with Compass. Asking price is 769,000 for several acres, several outbuildings. Seems like a decent deal to me. 360 Aspen Place over in Evergreen. This is a 3 bedroom, 2 bathroom, 1,944 square footer, sitting on 1.05 acres, built in 1974. So you're back in Witter Gulch area, pretty far back there too. So upper Witter Gulch area. Um, yeah, cute little neighborhood back in there, but you can go one or two ways if you want to get to the mountains. I mean, you're in the mountains, but if you want to get to the slopes the fastest, you might take 103 all the way around. It's going to connect right by Echo Lake and then down the hill to Idaho Springs. I actually, you'd probably go just Little Bear Creek to Idaho Springs. Otherwise, you're going to be taking stagecoach over to Evergreen. So you're probably about 20 minutes from most things at this property. But it's nice and quiet back there. The stars be popping, and you are Clear Creek County tax. Hey, Mountain View. There you go. Okay. White carpet for me would have to go. Just not a white carpet lifestyle thing. Even white shoes in my life. I'm like, I only want to wear them every once in a while. I don't, not to be trusted. Yeah, the views though, pretty awesome. Looks like a lot of like tight, like chopped up, a lot of rooms. Yeah, not really an open floor plan. But cool. All right. John and Pandora Erlinson with Madison Company Properties are listing this open house today from 11 to 1. Asking price is 775,000. 8879 William Cody Drive over in Evergreen Meadows area. Open house today, 12 to 2. It's a 5 bedroom, 2 bathroom, 2,492 square footer. Sitting on 1.15 acres, built in 1971. Evergreen Meadows area, just right between Evergreen Lake and Aspen Park area. So choose your adventure. You go north up to the lake, south to Evergreen or to Conifer, Aspen Park area. So, good option of schools because it's school of choice. Take your pick, Evergreen or Conifer schools. They're both highly rated according to greatschools.org. Big moss rock fireplace right when you walk in. Cool. I like the deck. I like the wraparound deck. Looks super private. Cool walkout basement. Okay. All right. Looks good. Tucked in there in those trees. Insurance companies, they're not going to love that. It might be a one that you have to make many calls to find an insurer. Being brought to you by Karen Hutcherson of Madison Company Properties. Asking price 785,000. 12322 South Wambley Valley Road. 4 bedroom, 2 bathroom, 1,773 square feet. It says it's a must see if you're seeking a house in the hills or if you're a horse person, if you're a centaur. This is a great home. 3 bedroom, or I'm sorry, 3.35 acres, built in 1963. Nice metal roof. Okay, not far off of 285. So you're in the Richmond Hill area. So you have easy access back out to Aspen Park there. I'd say that's a good location. Which road is that going right by you though? Let's check that out again. Let's take a deeper dive into that. All right, Wambley Road. So a little bit of traffic, not too much. Residential traffic. Cool. 'Cause I don't know if that's for horses, beach volleyball. What are we doing? You could do whatever you want. I'm guessing it's for horses, but you could do whatever you want if you buy it. Not before then. You can't do whatever you want before then. They will be upset. Cool. All right, looks good. Nice sunroom, mudroom, big kitchen, nice little peninsula there. Cabinets look good. Counters could be updated. Counters, update those counters. It changes the whole vibe of that kitchen. Cool. Giant Zen garden. Yeah. You're always just raking that, making designs. That's a good idea, Kevin. I dig it. That is the biggest one I've ever seen. Cool, nice little bar area with a wood burner downstairs. Yeah, the home like doesn't have that big open airy feel because the ceilings aren't very high, but you do have the world's largest Zen garden. Colorado's largest. Maybe I should dial it back. Cool. Being brought to you by Dwight. Kabalka of Remax Professionals, asking price 825,000. 25. 125 El Lobo Lane. What's L? Somebody look up for me. What's El Lobo mean? Three bedroom, 2.5 bathroom, 2,976 square feet, sitting on 1 acre, built in 2001. El Lobo. Back, kind of back Harris Park area. It's about 20 minutes back out. Look at that flat usable acreage though. Again, looks like a detached garage. It looks like that attached garage was modded out to be a living space. Yep. Cool. Big sliders, big high ceilings. All right. All right. Looking good. You like to entertain, you get the flow from your kitchen to the living space to the outdoor space. Cool. Nice French doors. Wee wee. I like that. The basement does not feel basementy at all. All right, I'm gonna have to look it up. Um, El Lobo. Cool. Looks good. El Lobo translates to the wolf. All right, that's cool. That's cool. Not to be confused with Los Lobos. What's Los Lobos mean? Lauren Wilson with Century 21 is the listing agent, 827,000. 1345 Witter Gulch Road over in the Upper Bear Creek neighborhood of Evergreen. This is a 3 bedroom, 2 bathroom, 2,570 square footer, sitting on 2.4 acres, built in 1985. We've been back in the Witter Gulch area already. This one is right by Stagecoach, so probably like 10 minutes back out to Evergreen Parkway. So nice. You're kind of tucked back in here, but easy access to the lake, to the shopping of Evergreen. Solid. And I think it might be Clear Creek County over here too. Yeah. I don't see on here where they have the county. Clear Creek County. Yep. So lower taxes. Oh boy. Okay, Kevin. Nice usable land there. Cool, looking clean. That's all the photos we have for this one. And then that big guy. We're getting into the rut season here too. Oh, water. Aren't you guys wanting to be by water? There you go. Tracy Moeller is the listing agent with Compass. 839,000 is the asking price. 11872 Lillis Lane over in Cold Creek Canyon. This is Yvette Put with Live Sotheby International Realty's listing. 3 bedroom, 2 bathroom, 2,223 square feet, sitting on 2.8 acres, built in 1982. Yeah, so you're back up in there in Cold Creek Canyon. About 15-20 minutes get back down the hill here. So you're living that canyon life, but in the canyon you get better prices. And I think Los Lobos, Kevin. I think that was when I think I was very young with that. So I remember La Bamba, but that's about all I remember of it. Look at those! Look at those windows. I hope they have blinds on those, or if that's north facing on those windows, that'll help. They got the solar in there too. Look at that. That is a sunny sunroom. Very nice. Cool. Sun drenched house. That's what they call this. Okay. Nice rolling mountain view. I dig it. Nice and quiet back in here. Do we have a garage? Oh yeah, we got a big shop, big garage here. Oh yeah, that's sweet. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. This water feature, giant shop with the attached garage too. Cool. Yeah, you had three different buildings here. Oh, so what was this? So you have the house, and I missed that there was a second part. There's just two detached garages. Bring the toys, boys or ladies. Asking price for 11872 Lillis Lane is 890,000. 4464 Forest Trail. This is a three-bedroom, three-bathroom, 1,859 square footer, sitting on 1.39 acres, built in 1990. It looks like that's looking at downtown Evergreen there. So up on Bear Mountain, I'm guessing is right where we are. Okay, so this is the downtown strip. So this is just up the hill right behind it. A little bit steep in there, but you're not going too far up the road. And you're right at the end there. So that's cool. Those mountain views. Not really usable acreage because you're on the hill there, but the views for days. Nice high ceilings. Kitchen could use some love. The bedroom. Was that a kitchenette in there? Yeah, a little kitchenette in your bedroom. Okay, cool. All right, you got the views, you got the location, easy access to Evergreen. You got this light, which is really important to show off. Damn, look at that light. 4464 Forest Trail being brought to you by, how do you say that name? Shannon? Shannon, is that a odd way to spell Shannon? I bet you it is. Shannon S. Winter with Broker Direct Company, asking price 950,000. Also at 950,000. 25257 Snyder Avenue, three bedroom, three and a half bathroom, 2,119 square feet, sitting on 3.37 acres, built in 1983 over in Conifer. Cool. So not too far off of, okay, so you're back up right across the street from Aspen Park. So nice, easy access. You could commute down the hill if you needed to. Nice Trex deck. Love that door. cool. Oh yeah, those nature windows. Need some wood flooring, but that's pretty sweet. Open all those windows, get that Colorado breeze coming through, just breezing. Double oven. There you go, Christian. Double oven. Hell yeah. Cool. Nice like bar downstairs. Looks good. I like this house. I like the location. Hot tub, privacy. Check, check, check. You have horses out here. You got the elk coming up, just nibbling. Nice, yeah. Myers Ranch. Oh, you got the trail access right out here, and that's a good trail. I like the Myers Ranch open space trail. Sled riding right over there. You will have the hum of 285 traffic, but um, awesome access and hike right outside of your house. That was being brought to you by Dana Johan Jo Johan Johansson of Keller Williams Advantage Realty, asking price 950,000. Jumping up, get a pool, above ground pools. Remind me of Ohio. We're all about those above ground pools. I think because we're being a poor white in Ohio, above ground pool is where it was at. 14534 South Wandcrest Drive, 4 bedroom, 3 bathroom, 2,256 square feet, sitting on 7.04 acres, built in 1981, over in Pine Junction neighborhood. Cool. So just south of Pine Junction there, down Wandercrest, we actually don't get that many homes that pop up on this little slither here, but you do get easy access back out to Moore's Lumber, Crossroads, gas station there, and then you just shoot up the road more, you're right by Aspen Park, probably about 15 minutes away. There you go, good location. 7 acres. Oh, look at those views. Ah, cool. I feel like an above ground pool up here would be way more expensive to heat too. Just because all that cold air is hitting the sides of it. Double oven again. Twofer. We got 3 people on here right now. We're having a very intimate market update this week. Sometimes I'm like, is this worth it? Making this video? 'Cause we don't get a ton of viewers on it. I don't actually really promote this video at all. But I do like hanging out with you guys and I do like looking at the houses. So I feel like even though we're not getting many viewers, we're gonna keep going. Love this looks like a steam shower, the way that it's sealed like that. Love that. Cool, looks clean, looks good. Yeah, those views are crazy. That's awesome. That's good usable land right there. The horse pasture looks a little bit wild, but horse pastures always look a little bit wild. Your horses will love it up here. They better. They better know how good they've got it. Cool. Looking good. Being brought to you by Catherine Bryant Beach of Century 21. Asking price is 995,000. They do have an open house today, 11 to 2. If you want to go check this out IRL after this video. 30824 Kings Valley Drive. This is a 5 bedroom, 5 bathroom, 4,500 square feet. Looking if it had the water source on this one, because Kings Valley area, it's sitting on 0.51 acres. Kings Valley is one of the only places in Conifer that you're going to find public water, public sewer. And this is one of the areas. Once you go too far up the hill, you don't have it. Some of them right at the bottom won't have it, but this looks like one that would have public water, public sewer, which is nice. Well, house exterior looks great. Paint looks good. Deck looks good. Those beams look good. Beams beaming. Nice big kitchen. Double oven again. Double dishwasher. Oh man, living the good life up here. Double oven, double dishwasher. Cool. Looks good. Oh, downstairs looking sweet too. Yeah, this house is mint. Looking great. Got all your sody pops. You got a little wine room. You got a VCR DVD players. I just helped a client move over into Evergreen, and they the the seller was a elderly lady, and she had like 6 VHS players in the house, and I was like, wow, like showing their children. I was like, do you know what this is? They had no idea what a VHS player was. Being brought to you by Pandora and John Erlinson. Madison Company Properties is the brokerage. Open house today, 1 to 3. Asking price 1,175,000. 1288 Royal Ridge Drive. They want you to know open house Sunday, 12 to 2, up in Bailey. 4 bedroom, 3.5 bathroom, 3,735 square feet. Just looking at the photo, trying to figure out where that might be in Bailey off the top. Don't know. We're going to find out though. Sitting on 3.29 acres, built in 2000. Tons of garage space. Looks like there's a studio above that one garage. All right, so you're pretty far back there. You're about 20 minutes back out to get to the Loaf and Jug. You are way back by all the national forest, state forest over here. So you're yeah, super quiet back in there. But great sunshine. Love that. Beautiful aspen trees give you that shade in the summer and then sunshine in the winter. Nice big open floor plan, high ceilings. Needs a little bit of color on the walls, if you ask me. You didn't ask? Okay. All right. All right. Well, I just want to see those garages. Take me to the garages. Big old primary with the mountain view out there. Real nice. Real nice. Okay. Looks good. I mean, it's pretty much remodeled. Like there's just a couple things that could use a little bit of love, but there's your boiler heater. A lot of my and it looks like a radon. There's your radon mitigation system. That's a little pressure tank. Actually, don't know what these ones are. Pressure tank, furnace, or my water heater, boiler. Boilers are kind of like the diesel engine of house heating here. People like them. This looks like the studio on top of that garage there. So you want to have a rental opportunity, house hacking. You could do that here. Plenty of space. That's an attractive spot with the mountain views. Totally. Bet those expenses. There you go. That is 1288 Royal Ridge Drive, being brought to you by Lewis Moore II of Remax. Asking price is 1,190,000. 981 Sleepy Hollow Road. This is a four-bedroom, three and a half bathroom, 4,663 square footer, sitting on 1.59 acres, built in 1995. This looks like the Lookout Mountain neighborhood, Mount Vernon area. Oh, nope, I'm wrong. More of a the what's it called? River, Raven River, but Genesee. So it's the south side of the highway. Insane access. Totally live here and work downtown. You are the closest you can be to the Front Range while being in the mountains here. I forget what that neighborhood is called. Something with an R. The gated community. Riva Chase, that's right. Riva Chase neighborhood. And a lot of these houses have kind of like the 90s vibes like this. But good space, good bones, super white carpet. Throw some hardwoods down in here. Double oven again. What a lucky day. Solid, looks clean, looks very well maintained. There's your primary looking out over at Mother Cabrini Shrine. Holy crap, is that the primary? I think I think that's too big. Yeah, that's a giant primary bedroom. Nice five-piece primary bathroom. Yeah, these wood railing toppers. Those give 90s vibes. Easy to change out though. Cool, cool, cool. Nice tile roof. All right, this one's looking good. Being brought to you by Darren Fogel of MB Denver, Colorado Realty Source. Asking price $1,299,900. This is I don't know how I feel. I think I like it. All that deck. Maybe it's almost a little bit too much. But okay, there's the hot tub built in. I dig that. The views, amazing. So this North Turkey Creek neighborhood. This is 25187 Stanley Park Road. Four bedroom, three bathroom, 2,643 square feet. Sit on 6.4 acres, built in 1974. Nice tile roof. Amazing views. Hell yeah. So Stanley Park Road goes right up back behind Evergreen Bear Mountain. So you're likely going to have a little bit of the twinkle of the city lights, excuse me, as well as Western Mountains. That's sweet. Okay. It's cute. It's charming. A lot of pine. I think more people, like if this was a little bit more mountain modern, would be sexier, but it's nice. You can do some updating. That I mean, the views are lights out. Good location, easy access back down to Evergreen. Fun little sunroom for all your plants, little nursery, plenty of storage, shop. Okay, cool. Being brought to you by Pandora and John Erlinson of Madison and Company Properties. Asking price 1,325,000. And we got a good amount. We got 10 left. 21980. Anas. Oh, how am I gonna say that name? Anasazi Way over in Genesee. This looks like a yeah, it looks like a Genesee property here. Very similar location to where we were. So this is another Riva Chase property. You're going to be hearing I-70 faux show. Whoa, look at that nice entryway. They're not going to be showing you, I bet you, the angle from the other way, which is going to be the highway. Maybe not. Maybe the highway is right over here and you're not seeing it. Yeah, you're kind of facing away from the highway. You're still going to hear it in the background. Probably be able to see it out the east side of the house. You're definitely going to hear it though. There you go. Yeah, there's the highway right there. Cool. Again, same similar as the last one. Double oven. Headed to Horseshoe Bay. All right, Christian, you have a good time, man. Thank you for jumping on this week. As always, thank you for saying what's up. I appreciate you appreciating me doing this video. Nice decks. You're gonna get that morning sunshine over at this property here. Yeah, but it's giving 90s vibes. Cool, cool. All right, being brought to you by Steven or Stefan Stomper. Asking price 1,395,000. 2203 Augusta Drive over in the Highwan Estates in Fairway neighborhood. This is a lovely four-bedroom, three and a half bathroom, 3,308 square footer, sitting on 0.46 acres, built in 1991. Open house today, 11 to 2. Photos aren't loading. Let me. There we go. Cool. I like the big decks. Really nice. Cool. In this area, sorry, I didn't show you the area. So easy access to Evergreen Parkway. You go south, you hit the lake. You go north, you hit all the Bergen Park stuff. This is Buchanan Park and Bergen Park. This is where a lot of the like events and festivals are held right over here. So you could walk there, which is sweet. Kitchen is huge. Double oven. Cool. Nice big primary with the hot tub outside. Yep. Nice platform snakefoot tub there. Couple offices, guest room. Exterior looks like it's recently been painted. Nice usable backyard. And there's Elk Meadow over there. Primary, master. Who really gives a shit, Christian, right? You know what I'm saying, man. It's one of those things is like, I don't even care. I'll call it a master. Who cares? Um, being brought to you by Emily Henderson of Live Sotheby's International Realty. Asking price is 1.4 million. I definitely have a buyer for that one if if they didn't have to see that neighbor right out back. That would have been perfect for them. 830 Jesse Lane over in Bailey, 4 bedroom, 4 bathroom, 3,800 square feet, a 35-acre lot built in 1983. 35 acres. You own the mountain. There you go. So not far off of 285. Down Crow Hill, there's a lot of large 35-acre lots back in this area here. A little bit dirt roady getting in there. So I'd say it's 4-wheel drive territory. Ooh, but look at that horse property, that barn. Kitchen's okay. Railing could be replaced. Oh, look at that view. See all the storms rolling in. Oh man, that's gorgeous. They picked a good day. Nice moody day in the mountains. Cool. Nice big loft space. Like I need these windows opened up. I need more of that view. That is so pretty. Yeah, like that. Cool. Love the outdoor space. And you get all the acreage. You can hunt. You can do whatever. Definitely need a side by side. Being brought to you by Heather Christensen of Keller Williams Realty DTC. Asking price is 1.5 million. Yeah, I like that one too. A little bit of updating, I think, needed, but amazing views and the acreage. Is this a real house or is this a rendering? We don't do renderings. Yeah, this is a rendering. Sorry, bud. Not today. But there's a new construction up on Links Lair, which is kind of a unique spot. Very steep drives getting up in there, but it's not built. So we're not going to do that. 2667 Keystone Drive. This is a 6 bedroom, 3.5 bathroom, 5,077 square footer, sitting on 1.03 acres, built in 1990. So this is High One area again of Evergreen. back behind it. So, uh, yeah, sometimes you get a little bit larger lots, but there's not as many people that live back in here using that road, so it's nice and quiet. You can easily take Keystone right out to like the Bergen Park shopping area. So easy in, easy out. Plenty of hiking and trails right around there. Cool, nice, light, bright, nice high ceilings, double oven. Cool, nice, nice. That looks like Mountain Blue Sky there. Yeah, nice bar and island. Hey, Jamie, check out 2667 Keystone Drive and let me know what you think. Cool, nice tile roof. You got the elk just hanging out, just nibbling. Trying to see the satellite image. How close are they to that neighbor there? Kind of close. All right. 968 Eastwood Drive, being brought to you by Katie Thomas of Corcoran and Perry. This is a four-bedroom, four and a half bathroom, 6,863 square feet. That's big. Sitting on 1 acre, built in 1995. Kind of the Genesee neighborhood over here, Riva Chase neighborhood. We got three of those properties popping up this week. Nice kind of Santa Fe feeling vibe, three-car garage. Ooh, that's nice. Yeah, these properties in the Genesee, Keystone, Highwan area, that's where you get all the elk herds. And we are getting into the rut season, so keep your eye on Instagram because you will see some tourists getting too close and getting stuck, stomped, jacked up by the elk being a knucklehead. Wow, nice big basement too. I mean, that's a big pool table just floating in that space. Oh yeah, huge, huge, huge. I mean, almost 7,000 square feet. That's a lot of room, a lot of elbow space. Cool, looking good. Being brought to you by Katie Thomas of Corcoran and Perry. Asking price 1,895,000. 5896 Peregrine Trail, three-bedroom, two and a half bathroom, 2,528 square feet. And you're like, why is it almost $2 million? That is because you're sitting on 74.7 acres up in Golden Gate Canyon. Interesting property. This was on the market before too. We're not going to go too deep into this one. It's being listed again, but all the acreage, kind of industrial steampunk vibe a little bit. Maybe less steampunk, but definitely industrial. But we've done this one before. It's back on the market with Lisa Johnston of Compass. Asking prices 1,995,000. And if you guys want to go check out all these properties at your own pace, just go to my website, moxiepropertygroup.com, and see them in all their glory. 1425 Autumnwood Lane over in Evergreen. It's a 5-bedroom, 5.5 bathroom, 7,113 square footer. Gadzooks. Sitting on a 6.84 acre lot. Nice. We're at in Evergreen. Cool. So the Soda Creek neighborhood, back at the back of it too. So easy access out to Bergen Park, out to the highway. Nice neighborhood, really well maintained houses. And this one looks like it's, yeah, beautiful views here. Uh Hell yeah. Love it. Love the space. Double oven, nice big kitchen. Yeah, those are amazing, amazing views. And this one's kind of tucked back in there in the Soda Creek neighborhood. So you're not going to see State Route 65. But you have easy access to everything. Looking beautiful. All the elk coming through this area. Nice, 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 nice. Gorgeous. Being brought to you by Shad Phillips of Keller Williams. Asking price 2,339,000. 29491 Camelback Lane. This is over in Evergreen. Looks like the Highwan neighborhood again. Yep, back off of Keystone. We were just here just a few houses ago. So easy access to uh all the fun things in Evergreen. You're right in the middle of it there. Very nice. 4-bedroom, 5.5 bathroom, 7,842 square feet. Sitting on 0.82 acres, built in 1993. You can typically tell Evergreen High Want area by the house, and if the lawns have water, it's usually a good sign. Most places don't have irrigation. Nice stacked rock, river rock fireplace with the views. Yeah, very nice. Good woodwork. I could smell this house. It smells good. That office is great. I would never work from there. What are we doing? That's like when you're cooking and getting work done, I guess. Giant master bedroom there. There you go. Snakefoot tub. Oh, and his bar downstairs too. Everyone goes with these earthy tones, and I just feel like it lacks character. A nice usable space here. Cool. Looks good. Being brought to you by Lark Stewart of Live Sotheby's International Realty. Asking price is 2.4 million. And lastly, but not leastly, because it is the most that's funny. I don't know why that's funny. That's funny though. Yeah, well done. How dare I call it a master? Don't I know? 8537 South Doubleheader Ranch. This is your final listing of the week. It is 8 bedrooms. It is 7 bathrooms, 5,881 square feet, sitting on 28.88 acres, built in 1952. So we got the original homestead, it looks like, and then some add-ons to it. Luckily, luckiest horses out there. So it looks like several different houses. Is this one? I think we've been on this one before. So close to 285 can be your route out, but it looks like you're far enough away that you shouldn't hear 285. So easy access back down to the front range here. Cool. Yeah, so it looks like you have several buildings on this property, which questions, and then there's the front range view there. So question about, and yeah, that's a beautiful front range view. Wells, you probably have multiple wells, multiple living space. This one's been on the market before, but since it's the top of the market, we will just go through it. Horse property, that looks like the newest construction on the property. Beautiful horse stall. Hey, guys. Oh, that's adorable. Yeah, you could horse around on your own property there. Okay, there's your original homestead. So you got multiple people. You want to get the whole clan up here. There you go. You got all kinds of houses on this property. City view, gorgeous, super unique property up here. Being brought to you by Lisa Johnston of Compass. Asking price 2,749,000. Yeah, several. I was trying to see if they say how many actual like houses you have on there. But cool, there you have it. 2,749,000 is the asking price, and that is the top of the list, the top of the heap this week. So thank you for jumping on. If you have questions, feel free to reach out to me. There's several different ways to reach me. You can hit me up on my wireless communication device. That's my direct line right there. You can email me at sean.murphy@moxiepropertygroup.com. Definitely go over and follow me on Instagram at Rocky Mountain Murph. I'm always shooting off fun videos of just unique things to know about living in Colorado, that Colorado life from the cities to the summits. I'm your no BS guide to living out here. So go to my website, moxiepropertygroup.com, and hit my favorite button, contact us. You could also fill out that form. Tell me a little bit about what's going on, and we can get you started on your mountain journey. That's all I have for this week. Thank you guys for jumping on. I love you. Take care of yourself. And I will see you next week at, yes, do like Christian. Um, I don't show just land, Christian, because there's a lot of it, and land is, I don't know, there's just a bunch of things that go into that with buildability, access, and it would take, the video would be way too long because there's a lot of land out there for sale in these areas. So that is why. But you can find all the land on my website. You can search for homes and land. Um, Property types, you go to just land. There you have it. Boom. Let's see how many. I can't go back past 7 days. I'm not sure. I don't actually search on my website all that much, but there you have it. There's 990 properties for sale in Colorado in the MLS that I'm looking at. But um, oh yeah, we definitely sell land. I just actually put up a video last week on my main YouTube channel, somewhere in Colorado. So if you want to see that video on what it takes to build out here, Christian, go check out that video I put up just last week. All right, and that is all I have for you guys. Have a great weekend. I will see you next Saturday, 8 a.m. We'll do the same thing, going from the least expensive to the most expensive. So before you hop off, give me a like on the video. I appreciate you appreciating me, and I'll see you next week.